Hello guys and welcome to my channel Tech Buddies. As we have all participated between the wars of iPhone versus Android, Nikon versus Canon, Intel versus AMD, so you must be familiar with the consoles versus PC. What should we buy? Which one is better? These kind of question comes in mind when we think about consoles and PC. So before I start up, let me clear one thing. While talking about consoles, I'm not talking about handheld consoles like Nintendo Switch. And while talking about PC, I'm not talking about laptops. I'm going to talk about the actual desktop PC and the consoles like Xbox and PlayStation. And that's it for the intro, let's move to the point. First of all, let's talk about the price differences. If the console is going to be $250, then PC will be $500 to meet the specification of the console. So the PCs are obviously going to get more expensive than the console. But let's assume if price is not a problem for you. Then let's move further to the content. Content. What games we can play on PC or what games we can play on consoles? Well, the fact is the PC have more games than the console. But if you're a PC gamer, you're gonna miss some consoles exclusives. Like God of War series and Uncharted series. And obviously, same goes for the consoles, like the PC exclusives can't be played on consoles like Counter-Strike or Dota and etc. But there is a big benefit for PC gamers, the emulators. Well, if you don't know what emulator is, let me define it to you. Emulator is a hardware or software that enables PC to act like another device system. In the simple words, it allows you to play console games on PC. But obviously, with emulator, you are not going to achieve the actual feel of the game. There can be some consequences like controlling problems, the performance problem, the graphic problems, etc. But at the end of the day, you are going to play your console games on PC and enjoy the storyline of your favorite games. Now let's talk about the handlings and controls. Consoles controllers and joysticks allows you to play games with the aim assist, which is when you're aiming at someone, your aim is slightly sticking to your target. Well, let's say if there is no aim assist on the console, then it's gonna be really hard to aim at someone because there is no room for you to move your aim. But for the PC, there is a lot of space for you to move your mouse on the mousepad, and it is even easier with no aim assist to take down your target. And your aiming depends purely on your skills. Well, if we talk about the in-game movements, on keyboard we mostly use our multi-fingers to control our movements, which is faster and accurate. But for the console controllers, you can only use your thumb for the movements. So the PC is still taking over the consoles. And the fun part is you can also use a controller to play games on PC. Okay, now let's talk about the hardware upgrades. The true beauty of gaming PC is its upgradability. Whether you build your own or you bought a pre-built PC from an electronics store, you can switch out the parts with fresh new ones when they start showing their age. Each and every part inside a PC can be removed or swapped out pretty easily. Meanwhile, the parts inside a gaming consoles largely remain unchanged over the course of their existence. With that said, you may just upgrade the storage memory to store more games. Performance. According to the performance, if we talk about the consoles, you are only allowed to play games at 60 FPS max, which is locked by the developers. But for the PC gaming, your performance depends on the components you have in your PC, which can be upgrade or downgrade for sure, so you can improve your performance according to your needs. Now let's move further to the graphics. For the consoles, we are bound with the limited graphics by the device, but for the PC, we have an option to increase or decrease the graphics. In-game modifications. Well, for the PC, we can also use the in-game mods, which sometimes to have fun or to achieve the extra graphics enhancements to the game. But for the consoles, this is also not an option. You are only allowed to play the official version of the game. Now let's talk about the comfort. For me, comfort is the only reason why I personally love playing games on consoles. I don't have to stick formally in front of my PC and I can enjoy playing my favorite games while sitting on a couch, so the comfort level is a big advantage for the console gaming. And finally, I would like to talk about the portability. Let's say I'm going to vacation and don't want to get bored at there, so I want to get my gaming device with me. So I would surely bring my console with me because the console is definitely a best option for me to carry around rather than brought my desktop PC with me. I can even keep my console in a backpack, so you can imagine how easy it is to travel with. So the portability point is definitely going to the consoles, and there is a big no-no to the desktop PC. But according to the overall comparison, I would definitely buy a PC rather than the console. But your opinion can be different. The PC versus consoles debate will likely drag on forever, but neither are going anywhere anytime soon. You will always have an option to go with whatever works for you. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe my channel. Also let me know in the comment section below what do you think about the overall comparison. See you next time. I'm out.